Keep up with custom.
Welcome to our blog, Keep Up with Kaustubh. Today we dive into the thrilling topic of GDP versus GVA. By 2030, India's GDP could hit $27 trillion, while the global GVA could reach $155 trillion. The global economy is set for serious growth, with technology and urbanization as key drivers. Stay tuned for more insight into the world of economics.
Ever pondered the meaning of GVA and GDP? These two acronyms are the backbone of economic analysis and policymaking, yet they often remain elusive concepts for many. So let's delve into the world of economics and decipher these terms. Gross value added, or GVA, is a measure of the value of goods and services produced in an area, industry, or sector of an economy. In essence, it measures the contribution to the economy of each individual producer, industry, or sector. Picture a bustling factory, churning out cars. The GVA of this factory is the value of the cars produced, minus the cost of all the inputs used in their production. On the other hand, gross domestic product, commonly known as GDP, is a measure of the value of all goods and services produced within a country's borders in a specific time period. Think of it as the total monetary value of everything that a country produces, from the cars in the factory to the meals in a restaurant. Time to illustrate the difference between the two. GVA gives the picture from the producer's side. It is the measure of their performance. GDP, however, is from the user's perspective. It gives an overview of the performance of the economy. To put it simply, while GVA is about the production process, GDP is about the end product. Let's take a detour to India now. India, being one of the fastest-growing economies in the world, provides a fascinating case study. The Indian government in 2016 shifted its focus from GDP to GVA to measure its economic growth. This shift was aimed at gaining a better understanding of how different sectors are performing. India's move was significant because GDP and GVA can sometimes tell different stories about an economy's health. For instance, a high GDP growth rate might suggest a healthy economy. But if this is driven by just one booming sector while the rest are struggling, the GVA figures would reveal this. In conclusion, GVA and GDP are two sides of the same coin, providing different perspectives on an economy's performance. While GVA helps to understand sectoral contribution to the economy, GDP provides a more holistic view. Both these measures are crucial for policymaking and economic analysis. They are the pulse and blood pressure of an economy, providing vital signs of its health and direction. So, next time you come across these terms in a news article or a report, you'll know exactly what they mean and why they matter. After all, understanding economics is not just for economists, but for everyone who participates in the economy, which is, quite literally, all of us. We've comprehended the implications of GVA and GDP and their significance. Now let's delve further into the figures. GDP is determined by summing total consumption, investment, government spending, and net alternatively, GVA represents the value of goods and services produced in a specific area, industry, or sector of an economy. As per the most recent updates from the Ministry of External Affairs and the Finance Ministry, India's GDP in 2024 stood at approximately $3.9 trillion, while its GVA was around $3.4 trillion. Observing the global arena, India ranks fifth in the world in terms of GDP after the US, China, Japan, and Germany. However, in terms of GVA, India is ranked seventh, following the US, China, Japan, Germany, the UK, and France. These statistics provide a comprehensive overview of India's economic performance and its position in the global economy. Remember, when you're reading about GVA and GDP in the news, you're not merely looking at figures, but the economic well-being and international status of a country. Thank you for taking the time to watch our video on GVA and GDP. We sincerely hope that you found it informative and interesting. We aim to simplify these complex economic concepts and provide you with a clear understanding of their significance. We trust that we were successful in our endeavor. Remember, these numbers and terms are not just figures or economic jargon. They represent the economic health, growth, and global position of a country. It's important to understand them to comprehend the bigger picture of global economics. Stay tuned for more such enlightening videos. We have a lot more interesting and informative content coming your way. Keep watching and keep learning. Thank you.